What is up? It's that time, it's that hour. It's Righteous with another video. Alright, so I just got finished done watching Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou, and I was definitely impressed with Francis. I tried to judge the fight as best as I could, and it was pretty tough. The first thing I gotta say is Francis is pretty strong. He's also pretty fearless, and I like his balance. I like that he was patient. I like that he wouldn't back down from Fury, and he was not like a bad opponent. Like he was a really good opponent for Tyson Fury. Um, there were times that you could tell that Francis was going back to like a martial arts stance to like block jabs and stuff like that. But I think that was what was definitely offsetting Tyson Fury's jab. Being that Tyson Fury wasn't landing his jab, it made him look really bad. Um, the main reason I think he got dropped was because he was not telegraphing before he even tried to. And I could tell that he was trying to gain some respect, and he got dropped because of it. Now, if you ask me, I think if they had a rematch, it, the fight could get even crazier. If it would have been a 12 round, I still think it would have been close to a draw or Francis would have won. Um, Honestly, I watching it, I had it close to a draw. It was hard to judge the fight. If you say Francis won, I could see that. If you say that Tyson Fury won, I could see that. But the fight was just too close for me to even give anybody a decisive win because Francis didn't really jab out there. He wasn't having scoring rounds at times. But when you look at the way he finished the fight, he looked good. He looked good. From round 7 to round 9, he looked really good. Then 10 was kind of close, but again, Francis was on point. So, what was missing from that fight? Um, I don't think Tyson wanted to engage, and that's the problem that I had with Tyson in this fight, and that's why when I heard the news, I was just like, nah, Francis won. Now that I've seen the fight, I could see how people think that Francis won, and I could also feel like, yeah, maybe he deserved the nod, or it was supposed to be a draw, but it's fucked up. At the end of the day, Francis did his thing. He did what he was supposed to do. He didn't have a great jab. His jab was kind of off. There were times that he was jabbing a little better to the body, and when he switched stance to go left-handed and he stayed left-handed, he did a really good job because he was blocking the jabs. Now, what was missing, going back to what was missing from Tyson, was the hugging and the brutal, like he Tyson is usually more ahead of the game. He usually knows how to score really well. He knows how to just like mess you up and just put weight on you and stuff like that. And he's also very active. He can, telegraph really well. But Francis was doing that early. Even though he lost the first 1 or 2 rounds, you could tell Francis was focused. You could tell Francis was trying to like not show any fear. And I'm telling you, man, there were times that Tyson couldn't land on Francis. It was not looking. Francis looked almost like slippery. He was moving good. There were times that Tyson would throw power punches, and Francis was like quick. Like he didn't have the whole boxing dodge thing where he was slipping and it looked super obvious. He was slipping to make Tyson miss completely, and he didn't even care about scoring right after. He would not counter that way. He was countering like a martial artist. He countered with his hands, and he would swing right away, but he wouldn't slip and then swing. Like it was kind of different. It was really nice to see. It was cool because I never seen Tyson get pushed back like that. I never seen anybody just have like disregard for Tyson's height and his weight. It was very interesting. And it tells you what it takes for a martial artist to come into the boxing world and actually display some courage and be able to be close in winning a fight. It takes power, basically, and endurance, and he showed it. Now, if it was a 12-round fight, I don't know what would have happened. If the title was on the line, if the belt was on the line, I don't know what would have happened. But I feel like Francis rises to the occasion, and that's what I was expecting from Tyson. There was something missing there. You know what I'm saying? There was very, very much like too much respect, and then he just was not landing. The jabs weren't there, and usually Tyson's a little more fearless and more nasty. He can get really nasty, especially if his jab is not landing. That's Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is more about winning, and if he's not winning, best believe he is going to get nasty. That was not even his style. What he was doing today, on Saturday, that was not his style. Now, that video that went viral of him throwing an elbow on Francis, I think that was by mistake, but then also you could tell that he was expecting for Francis to come forward a little bit more like Triple G, and go for knockouts and go for like the stomach, or go for just. He thought that Francis was gonna get nasty, but Francis didn't, and that's what made it look like Francis won the fight, because he kept his cool. Tyson was the one looking like kind of like, I don't know what to do. This guy's weird. Who is this guy? And man, it was just too close, man. It was too close. Tyson should have done better. He should have done better. He didn't have that much of an arsenal. He tried to mix it up with hugging, and that didn't work because Francis was ready for that. Shout out to Dewey Cooper. Shout out to Mike Tyson. Shout out to those guys, man. They got him ready. He's older than Tyson Fury. I looked that up. I was trying to see where is the advantage coming from. It's like, this guy's older than him. It's like, okay, his reach is good, but Tyson Fury's still tall as hell. He's the champ. Maybe taking all that time off, I don't know. I was talking to some passengers earlier. I think it's possible that Tyson Fury could have overtrained. Maybe he didn't come in shape, because you can't tell. He always looks the same, but the look in Tyson Fury's eye was off. His ferociousness was off. He wasn't mean. This is the Tyson Fury that we're used to is mean, and that's for the most part. Now, when he's playing with you, that's when he gets dropped. That's when the craziness happens. I think there was a fight before the second Wilder fight. I'm not remembering the guy's name, that he bloodied Tyson Fury up, and I saw like highlights of those rounds and whatnot, and Tyson Fury still won the fight technically, but he was bloodied up. And this is what I'm saying, that it's hard to really gauge who's the man right now in boxing. That's why we love the sport, right? Because there's so many people that are doing great. Shout out to all those guys that think that the monster is, because he's annihilating his competition. If you think Inoue, the monster, is the man right now, then I get it. I see why, because he's icing everybody. I don't know about Tank. I don't know about Teofimo. There's a lot of people out there that could be in the run. Obviously, the cash cow is Canelo, and then Tyson Fury's right around the top three, because look at what he's, bringing Saudi Arabia all that money. It's crazy. But yeah, this is not the Tyson Fury that we're used to. So if you're an MMA fan watching my channel, come on, subscribe, man. I'm gonna have more stuff going on for coverage on Francis. I think he's gonna continue to fight there, because that money, once that money hits the account and he's seen what he did, he's gonna want to fight more people. And that might have been what Tyson Fury wanted. I don't know, but it looks really, really bad, really bad. So let's have a discussion on this video. Who do you think won the fight? If you say Francis won, I got no thing about that. You're not gonna get an argument from me. I didn't know that the title wasn't on the line. I thought it was. So that's a mistake that I made in the first video. But that's it. I have it a draw. I have it leaning towards Francis, but very closely. I can't give him 7 rounds, because it just. Oh, was it? Okay, 6-4. Yeah, it's close, man. It's so close. I could see 6-4. I could see 6-4 for Francis, but yeah, it's because Tyson didn't throw enough jabs. Like he just wasn't active. So I could see 6-4. I could see, that's where I could see it. For the W, definitely. Just off of activity, just his pace. Did he beat him? I don't know. He dropped him. So I'm saying is that there's a good argument there. And then the funny thing is, from what I understand, Francis is a champion or ex-champion. These guys, they're on the same level, man. So let me know what you guys think. It looks bad on Tyson, but it doesn't look bad on boxing. Francis is slower, though. He is definitely slower for the heavyweight division. And the fact that he's so strong, yeah. A rematch with Tyson Fury, that's a 50-50 fight at this point, because he has a chin. He was taking good punches from Tyson Fury. The problem is that Francis has a great poker face, good chin, and he was slipping. He's slipping, like, they were like a good 20 seconds going by where Francis is just slipping and moving and blocking with his hands. He did not even care about engaging or wanting to counter punch. He was just like, nope, I'm gonna let you get tired, which was so different. Just on a boxing sense, it was different. But yeah, you could see the martial arts stances from Francis. It was great, phenomenal. You guys have to look it up. Find a way to look up that fight. Get it, watch it. It's worth the watch. Once again, let's decide down below. Let's see what you guys think, all right? So it's your brother Rex signing off here. Gonna try to make some more videos for you guys. Let's try to keep boxing alive. Peace out, man. Respect to you guys. Peace.